Hmm. Well, it says that something went wrong on YouTube. I'm not sure I'm not sure that means anything, or even if this is going to go live or whatever. I am quickly going to, or while I talk, I'm going to look up the angel number 55 and see if it means something, because I have looked at 5 minutes to the hour all day, and it could be anyway. Who knows? Yep. Just means you're on the right path in life. That's what continues to come up. It also says growth and change and awakening. But we know that because it's a choice that I make every day. Please open me up to what I'm here to receive. Show me the way that I'm here to be. I came here as a reluctant servant of this time period. And I assure you, like, in everything that I do and in all that I am fully committed to making sure that we do a really good job of not leaving such a horrible mess to our kids as what is growing. Look, these guys behind me, they stand here with me, with us. I'm listening to W.E.B. Du Bois right now, which is a collection of essays and stories, and he's just a really beautiful, beautiful mind, and like, how did we get here, you all? How did we get here? It's called Dark Water, Voices from Within the Veil. And I listened to a conversation between Resmaa Menakem, who wrote a wonderful story called it's not a story. He wrote a wonderful book that I believe everybody needs to read called In My Grandmother's Hands. And Reverend Angel, I think we're going to go with they for in general, because I feel like it's easier. Oh gosh, what is it? Thanks. I'll look it up again. They co-wrote a couple of books. She's like one of the first Black Zen practitioners to make it to her level of mastery, and she's really just inspiring. And so I think that of all of the different religious choices that we could make right now, like, Buddhism is closest to just most natural, but like, I'm really like, all of these words get in the way, and I have limited patience for all of the misuse of words that we have committed over the course of time. And I am going to check out the book that I am looking up right now. Oh, hey, Carrie Kelly's American Detox is at the Public Library in Portland, Oregon right now, in Multnomah County Library. Just so you know, I highly recommend this book. It's really, I haven't even read it yet, but I do know Radical Dharma. That is the name of the book that I was looking at for Reverend Angel. So she talks about this journey, and she wrote this, and this journey of bringing awareness and bringing ourselves into sovereignty, which personal responsibility, and definitely I know the teachings of Islam are all about personal responsibility to the collective. I know that many, 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 many different teachings out there are about personal connection to all that is. And, like, knowing that this is all a beautiful dance that we all get to do, and so we are here now in this incredible time doing these absolutely remarkable things. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine what they would think if they just had to drop in today? You know, like they walked the earth before, you know, like it just a very different place, you know, and I've walked the same earth. I walk. I have no problem with it. I love wheels. They're so cool. You know, I think that there is a lot to be said about what Western beliefs have brought to the planet. And there is a very, very strong knowing, and you feel it in your body too. I know that you do, even though you may not be able to. I know that you feel it because we are all human and we are all connected in the same very, very vibrant, very, very real way to each other, not only through our breath, but because we are all here. And, you know, like oh my gosh, one planet, right? But there's more to all of it, because I don't know how. I mean, the Indians, with all of their different stories that they come to, teaching us about chakras, you know, like they have the same information that I have, and I didn't have to get this information through their stories. I had this information inside of me, but I was always told that I didn't actually, or, you know, like I had to get a this or I had to get a that. And it's the same thing that I'm doing with coaching now. Like, guess what? I actually don't want to be a coach. That's never really been something, like, I've never thought of myself as being the kind of person who's got like good advice or whatever, you know, like I've got, I've got a strong put my foot down. I've got enough is enough. I've got, if you want to change, you should fucking change. You know, like I've got my own like really harsh talk, self-talk, you know, that I'm working on myself, you know, but that's why I'm going to all of these coaching things, or getting all of these pieces of information, and I'm bringing them in and I'm putting them to work, and I'm putting them to work in such a way that whatever it is that I am doing here on this planet, no matter how I feel, no matter how I'm talking to myself, I know that I am serving my highest purpose in all that I do for the greater good of all that is. And I don't stop with humanity, you know? I don't stop with the four-leggeds. I don't stop with the plant people. I don't stop. Even when I get into the center of the earth, because I know that the center of the earth is connected to the center of the sun and every other thing that is here. And I feel that, and I allow that to exist in me. And it makes my life such that walking on earth today is blow my fucking mind insane. And to think that we are revisiting stories that never, ever, ever need to be retold out loud in real life. We have got enough evidence. We do not need to see this. And so, you know, I don't know exactly what it is that I came here to do, but I do know that the coaching part of it, you know, like, oh, I'm so glad that I did. And when I get down to what I got, the brass tacks of it is find a practice, stick to it, do it every fucking day. Live in your truth. And I realized, like, before we had the ways that we have today, we had different ways, you know? And those ways were smiling at the sunrise. They were knowing the sound of the birds, everybody waking up and ecstatic to celebrate these days that we get to have, you know, like without the words in the way, without the, I don't even know. I don't even know. Without all of those stories, I fell into it today, like somebody said, feels like it's going to be a hot one. And I was like, well, it's been so cold, but like, is that a form of complaining? Is that a form of being less than grateful? I don't want to talk about the weather because I think it's beautiful. I think it is beautiful and perfect and amazing. And I think that this world that we live in is beautiful and perfect and amazing. And I think that the stories that are being told need to be rewritten. And I believe that it is our job to start rewriting them. And I believe that it is our job. It is our job as humans right now on Earth to write stories that can include the beauty of the children who are being born every freaking day. Have you looked at a baby? I don't understand why we keep showing up. I do not understand when this is the story that is being told, but they keep coming. They keep coming, and they deserve stories that are way better than the one that is the overarching storyline of the United States and these global leaders, this global governance that we are not being loved by, that we are not being cared for by. These stories, those big stories, are not caring for us. And we need to care for us. We need to care for each other. We are here now. And these stories that we are rewriting, it is our duty to rewrite them as loudly, as proudly, and as powerfully as we are capable of doing. It's where we're at. It is our time. We are here. Nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is going to do this work for us. If we're going to take back our land, we take it back. We do it together. We choose our path forward. And I know that for a lot of us, there is a deep knowing that I just ignited. And for some of us, you had no idea how easy it was going to be until you started to look around and see how beautifully loved you are. So I ain't scared. I'm angry. I'm passionate. I've got all kinds of, and I'm open to ideas, and I want to know more about how we can do what we need to do in order to be the people that we know we are capable of being. It is going to get better. We are making it better. We have to go through this. This has to be done. I promise you, there are no accidents. And this is not without purpose. And it is insane. And I'm going to speak up right now. We do not need to revisit in real life these stories that we are looking at every day, except, wait a second, we do. Because guess what? Are you kidding? And yes, I understand that he got that percentage of the vote because of the number of people who didn't vote, but he got that percentage of the vote. And when we break down the demographics, that means that there are far too many white people who still think that they have something that makes them better than every fucking body else. And I'll tell you something. No. And a large number of them have not yet understood that there is something that they have to address. There is some accountability that all the rest of us have had to live with for a long fucking time. So, I know maybe I shouldn't post this, but I'm going to because I don't really, it's fine. I'm just dealing with my own personal identity and how I am getting through this. And, like, and most of you know I'm mixed. I choose to identify with my ancestral connection to this place rather than my current historical connection to this place. But I am mixed. And I have seen firsthand what the United States government is capable of. And the brown people are already out in the streets. And they have nowhere to hide. So it is time for everybody to step into their own personal responsibility to make this world the kind of world that we can raise children in